I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning in front of a kid. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying. You know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started off finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying. You know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Dates on a daily basis. And as the tour would ring, you would be ringing my phone, so I really appreciate that. You also took me time back that allowed me to rediscover myself. We appreciate people in my life. Yeah, thank you very much. You were just so professional about the whole thing, and just in the process of doing that book with you, not just made me respect you as a person.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. To about the 40-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got room. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 22. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they had him under wraps.
If they were on their way, I would have told you, Darren.
And catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Conley.
It's approaching.
Touchdown on the season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is James Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 27, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got his target, Chris Conley. Now they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. On 1st and 10, Mills. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Pryor has it complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for our offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Chris Conley from 6 yards away. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat. Has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Damn it.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had his eyes on that one being bigger.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
That's a good
Why do I stop looking at it when it says order complete? I told you it was approaching. Obviously, you didn't pay attention.
Pushed inside, stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing, Mills. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. Here's Richie James on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now Mills. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 27, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Lawrence going to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action now, Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. He's got the hook up with Conley. He's going to have the 1st down and then so. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action. Mills. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Lawrence. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 27, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. It's a throw again. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or 2 too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a big 32-yard play on third. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Lawrence will throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Tom, it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, well, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught here by Conley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Mills. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Texans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,
sleeping again, staying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get in this thing and I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score.